If you guys want to start either a decal business or a t-shirt business, we have good news for you. This vinyl cutter here will cost you about $200. The great thing about this vinyl cutter in particular that you must know is that you can use rolls of vinyl. You can cut big designs. They don't have to be 12 by 12. In fact, you don't even need to use a cutting mat. Those are the things that you must consider before you get a small vinyl cutter. Before I start cutting the vinyl, I want to talk a little bit about the application rollers, and we use them a lot because it makes it a lot easier to align the vinyl. I know that the vinyl cutter comes with a small holder, which it's kind of hard for us. I mean, we're not used to using that because we usually use big rolls of vinyl. Also, let's say if you are in an emergency and you run out of certain color, but you happen to have a 15-inch roll, I know that you're gonna waste material because the vinyl cutter can only cut 12 inches or less than 12 inches. You're gonna waste about 3 inches. But if you needed that really bad, you could go ahead and use a 15 inches and you will not be able to fit it in this holder. Although our design is gonna be 11 by 11, I'm gonna just show you how we would do it if we were to work on a big project. Let's say our project measure 50 inches long by 12. This is what we would do. We would have to align our vinyl. Now I'm gonna start feeding the vinyl, and just pay attention to how much the vinyl moves. And if it moves a lot, that means your vinyl is not aligned. And I'm gonna send quite a big amount to the back and just see how much the vinyl moves, and it's not moving at all. Like, we could easily send a long design and we would be okay with it without our vinyl shifting. If that's happening to you, it means you're doing or skipping a step, and make sure that you watch this video until you get it right, because there's no reason why that should be happening if you follow all the steps that we are showing you here in this video. This is the image that our customer sent us, and he did it through Facebook. We usually advertise our services through local groups. I recommend you guys do the same thing to get more customers. We do the kind of like garage sales, local groups, things like that. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, right click on the mouse and then save our image. I'm gonna save it to the computer so I can bring it to Silhouette Studio. I'm just gonna type in logo Facebook and then save it to my computer. And now let's go and open our Silhouette Studio, since we'll be using our Cameo 4 and we have the free version. We heard that getting the business edition is a lot better and it's totally worth it. Okay, what I'm gonna do, click on the file icon, and then I'm gonna merge our image. And the great thing about if you decide to get this Cameo cutter is that you can use this software, and as I said, it is free. You don't have to worry about spending more money. And I'm gonna make sure to leave the link where you can go and check out the website where you can download it. Okay, so I moved the logo to the side before I actually convert it to something that our vinyl cutter can read. I don't know if it's considered a vector image, or a PNG. I said vector, but I think it's a PNG or something. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and change a few settings. I won't be using the cutting mat. So the first one where it says machine, you will select whatever machine you have. Since we have the Cameo 4, I'm gonna make sure to leave it on Cameo 4. And I'm gonna get rid of the cutting mat. I will not be using it today. So I'm gonna go ahead and none. And you can see that something changed. And then from here, I'm gonna go to probably do 12 by 24. If you guys have something longer than 12 by 24, I'm gonna make sure to make a video where I'm gonna go more into details on how to change that or make it even bigger. But for now, that's what I'm gonna use. Okay, now let's go back to our image, and I selected it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go here where it says open the trace panel. I'm gonna do a click on it. I think I did 2 clicks. And now I'm gonna go to select trace area. And I'm going to just select the image, nothing else. You can see the gray box, and make sure that you cover that part of the design. And then after that, you can see that it turned yellow. And now I'm gonna go to trace, then we have our image ready. Now I'm gonna probably get rid of this so it does not get in the way. Our image has to be 11 by 11. I don't usually do that unless it's required by the customer, but you can see that it's 12.4, almost 12.5 by 14.8. I like usually keeping it proportional. Like, I don't like to mess with the measurements, but as I said it, our customer said that he wanted it to be 11 by 11, and let's just get an idea if our design is going to look fine even if we make it out of proportion. But I mean, to me it looks good. I think we are good there. And now I'm going to bring it over here, and I think I'm going to add a width box just to make it easier to see where we will need to cut it. I'm sure there's other ways to do that, but I'm going to show you the one that you can do too. All right, we're ready to start cutting our decal, but before we do that, if you are liking this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. YouTube will recommend this video to other people, which we really appreciate. Also, make sure to subscribe and share this video with other people. Thank you so much. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go to sand. The settings are gonna be blade, we're gonna have it at 3, and then the cut force, we're gonna have it at 14, or we can do 13, but it depends on how old your blade is. But I think I'm gonna do 13, and then the speed, I'm gonna do 16 or 17. I think we got it ready. Now we can go ahead and send it. All right, so our machine is ready to start printing money. I can see that it's cutting perfectly. It's not cutting through the vinyl. This machine is perfect if you guys live in an apartment and have a very limited working area or space. This is one of the reasons why we recommend this machine, because I mean, it's very affordable, especially with the holidays now. All right, let me just show you the back of it. And this is where the vinyl comes. If you're not familiar with this vinyl cutter, I'm gonna bring this down, and I can see the width box here. I'm gonna push it a little bit, make sure that I don't cut part of the design, and da-da, perfect. Now we're ready to start widthing out, and I'm really pleased with the settings, I mean, so far. All right, so I added the widthing box, and I'm gonna start from inside the width box, and just to be safe, I'm gonna cut it from there. I don't want to risk it. Now I can start from the inside, and I think I'm gonna rotate it like this. And let me make sure that we have every single detail. And yeah, perfect. This is great. Now I'm gonna get rid of around the design. I don't really need this. That was what was left from the width box. I could easily use the application rollers, but this decal is so small, there's no really need for me to use it to apply our transfer tape. But here's a video how we usually do it. But since this one is only 11 inches, I'm just going to secure it to the table by using tape, and just gotta make sure that I have enough area to cover it. I hope it's not too exposed. So if you guys have a Cameo cutter and you should definitely consider getting the application rollers. Also, if you don't have additional help like we usually do, we got plenty of hands. Most of the time you will see three of us working, but usually one of us is taking or recording the process. So it's usually two of us applying the decals. I know we've had people not complaining, but pointing that out, that we have so many people working, but I mean, what can you do? Can't please everybody. So if you guys own a Cricut or a Cameo or both, let us know how you guys feel about your vinyl cutters, because we've got that question a lot. Which one is better? But we've never used the Cameo, no, not the Cameo, the Cricut. We've never used Cricuts. We know they're good, but I've heard that they're limited to the size that you can cut with it. So that's one of the downsides about that cutter. But as I said, we have never used it, so it's not really up to us to say if it's better or worse than Cameo. But I mean, if you guys have the information, if you own both, would be better if we get feedback from people that own both vinyl cutters. But if you only own one, let us know how you feel about your vinyl cutter. And we're ready to not deliver, but the customer will pick this up. There you guys have it. It is amazing what you can do with just a $200 vinyl cutter. If you guys want to support us, make sure you get your materials and equipment through the links in the description of the video. Also, on the very first comment, we're going to have all the links available. Thank you so much. Give us a like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and also share this video with other people so we can get to more people. And we'll see you guys until the next one.